So tonight we're going to have a discussion about one of my favorite subjects. This subject is tied directly to life mapping and all phases of it. It's designed to help you in all phases of your life with anyone that you come in contact with. So the subject tonight will be transparency. That's right, transparency. Not to be confused with translucent or gray or hazed over. Transparency really only exists in one realm, and that's the realm of clarity. It satisfies content, it satisfies context, and it avoids confusion at all costs. That being said, let's move on with the subject. So when we speak about transparency, and I do want to let you know that oftentimes you'll hear me during the course of the evening speak in metaphors, because I think that that is the best way to communicate an ideal or a concept in easy to understand terms. So when we speak of transparency, we speak of being clear, honest, and forthright, not only with yourself and your understanding as to who you are and what you want to be about, but it also speaks in terms of who you come in contact with and how you communicate with that individual. All right, so here we go. Some examples of translucency: telling partial truths, hiding total truth, jading the conversation.
Leaving stuff out.
I'm sorry?
And leaving stuff out.
Leaving stuff out and not putting things in proper context. All of those things are buzz terms that let you know that you're off track in terms of being transparent with anyone. Okay? So, a classic example, and I'll give you one. Monika and I, some time ago, did a workshop with a couples group in Cleveland. And most of the work was done with men and women in the room together. And then at some point, we actually split them apart because we wanted to understand the men's perspective of what we were talking about. And we were using terms like transparency versus what the women were talking about. So when I brought up the term transparency, one of the gentlemen in the group said, there's no way that you can be totally transparent with your mate or with anybody. So after scratching my head and not truly understanding what he meant, I asked him to clarify that. So this was his example. And even though it was a couple's relationship, I'll get into how it relates to life mapping and other things, okay? He said, if you have a discussion with your mate around finance, and you're not with her, you're with one of your buddies, your cronies, your get down road dog kind of thing, and he's in dire straits, and you make a choice to loan him money, it's okay not to tell your mate. Now, I do want to let you know that you and your mate had an agreement that you would not spend money outside the house without having a discussion. All right? So you know how this is going to unfold. So my response to him was, okay, did you let your buddy know that he should, for no reason at all, let your mate know that you borrowed him money? He said, yeah, I just told him don't tell nobody, and that was it. It's okay, let's go with this. So you and your mate are out, you're taking her out for a nice dinner, and you happen to go into the restaurant, and guess what? There's your boy. You come, you embrace your boy, you're having a good conversation, and your boy says, oh yeah, man, by the way, here that money I owe you, no problem, we good now, right? And you shake your head because you done forgot that you had an agreement with your mate. What has just happened to that whole situation? Because you were not transparent, you now have an issue at home. And that is around you being honest and forthright and being totally transparent about the action that you took. Now, yes, she said to you, we'll have an agreement, don't do this. And you said, okay, baby, no problem. Do you think it would have been better for you to just say, hey, I know we had this agreement, but you know, my boy, he was short, so I copped him 50 for a minute. He gonna pay it back. But either way, baby, we're not gonna worry about it, okay? And you could have a discussion around that and how you had an agreement and how you changed the terms of that agreement. And if you're transparent during that discussion and the reasons why, you might get out of there a lot safer than having that bomb dropped on your mate by your buddy who literally forgot that you told him not to tell anybody. Because you know what? That's your boy. He didn't ever think that you meant your girl because, you know, y'all tied at the hip. So that's the metaphor for that. And now we want to go and take it and put it into a life mapping concept. Your interactions, and when you start looking at things like your vision, you have to be transparent with yourself first and foremost as to bringing clarity to your vision and what your true and honest intent is. You can't jade that. You can't sugarcoat it. You can't say might, maybe. It has to be really kind of cut and dry. That's transparency is kind of cut and dry.